With another video, and today I'm doing a video that I've wanted to do for a while, but I honestly wasn't sure if I did a video showing my MJ merch or MJ items. I wasn't really sure if it would be really that much to show. I'm not a collector of MJ items, but if you want to see a collector of MJ items, I highly recommend. There's so many MJ collectors. I've got to give a shout out to one of my favorite MJ collector pages, SJ and Con. They have an entire MJ room and it is amazing. But unfortunately I don't have anything like that, but I do have a few items, so today I wanted to show you those things. So I guess let's start with this picture on my wall. I actually got this picture at Goodwill. I've told this story many times before on my channel. I have a really unsettling feeling that the person that had this is probably no longer with us, and it got donated to Goodwill. Sad. And that makes me really sad, because genuinely, why else would you give this away? I mean, this is amazing. But yeah, it's a canvas. There are some little scratches on it, but you actually, I don't really think you can tell on camera. You have to really look close at it. But honestly, it's in pretty good quality. So that is the first item. Now we're going to get into the vinyl that I own of Michael Jackson, the records. I just want to say I used to play vinyl a lot. Now I really don't. My boyfriend plays vinyl every now and then. So the first one we're going to do, I believe this sold at Target a really long time ago. It was years ago. Okay, so this is the front of it. Obviously we've got the traditional Thriller, but we've got the 25 years, and it says the world's biggest selling album of all time. And then the back, I love the back of this. This is everything from the Thriller video. I think it says the same thing. Yep. I love this. I had this on display in our room during Halloween, because how could I not? Michael is the king of Halloween. So yeah, that is probably my favorite vinyl, just because it is so pretty. I just really love the backside of it. I believe that I did get this from Target many years ago, but I guarantee if you type in like Thriller 25 vinyl, you'll be able to find it online and you can buy it elsewhere. I know a lot of people are boycotting Target right now. The next thing is actually pretty neat. This is one of my dad's vinyls from when he was younger, and this is the Off the Wall vinyl. I have no idea when he purchased this, and if you open it, it's his full body. Give me just a second. Here we go. How cool is that? Sorry about the glare. There we go. Trying to avoid the glare here. And the inside has lyrics, of course. I think the vinyl is pretty simple. Yep. Just Epic Records, Michael Jackson, Off the Wall. Unfortunately, I still keep this one, but I did try to play it, and I do think that there are scratches on it because when my parents got divorced, a lot of the stuff that my dad had ended up being in a basement for a while until he like went to get all his old stuff that he had in storage, and I think some damage was definitely caused to this, but I still keep it because why would I not? I wouldn't want to get rid of it anyway. The actual outside of the vinyl I think is in pretty good condition, you know. Just unfortunately it did get scratched, but the outside of it looks really good. How many people saw this tweet? This tweet cracked me up. God. Live it off the wall. And then the last vinyl I have, I only have 3, but it's just because I don't play vinyl like I used to. I'm mainly streaming, to be honest, but I do think vinyl is really cool to collect and use. But this is, of course, his Bad album. I got this at an old record store. It's called Once Possessed. It sadly doesn't exist anymore. But it was in Snellville, Georgia, I believe, and they had such an amazing variety. There's another older vintage store that I go to, but I'm gonna be honest, they only go up to like the early 70s usually. They don't have as much 80s or 90s stuff. So it's mainly like Beatles and Elvis. I love this picture of Michael, by the way. And then the inside I really, really love. Also, I don't know if this, it looks like the images have been stretched, so Michael's body proportions look a little odd. So I don't know if this is like a bootleg album or it just came that way, but look, oh, thank God it landed on something soft, because this vinyl actually is fine. It's not scratched or anything, but yeah. It's something about it looks a little bit odd, and it's not Michael's appearance, it's like the way they stretch the image. I don't know, but I do love these pictures so much. It's just iconic, you know.
Look how she ate that.
This is the actual vinyl. Just, you know, very simple, but hey, it's Michael Jackson's bad. That is my vinyl collection of Michael's. So this is actually, this used to be a t-shirt, and my mom got it for me for Christmas, but she didn't realize it was a child's medium, not an adult's. So it fit me like a crop top, and it was really tight and I couldn't wear it. So my grandma made it into a pillow. It says, "I love MJ." I think this was actually like an Alabama pillow, and I don't even watch sports. I think one of my like sports family members bought it for me for Christmas or something. I'm not into sports, but I am into Michael Jackson, so my grandma covered it and put it on there. Super cute. My grandma's pretty creative. And then these are some magazines that I have. So this one I got not too long ago. I want to say like maybe 2020 or something. Oh, this says 2019. So it says Michael Jackson, the Talent and the Tragedy, special collector's issue 10 years after his passing. Oh, and the back is really pretty. I think my mom saw this when she was out shopping and she got it for me, but got a lot of pictures of him in there. So gorgeous. Aww. It goes through all the decades of his life. Oh my God, this page is so pretty. Look at the colors. 70s era, I love it. Oh heck no, I'm not gonna show y'all this one page because it's got a certain individual that we don't want to talk about in there.
Trust, you will be dealt with. Period.
So there's that one. Okay, I have one other magazine, and this one is really sad. My mom kept this. My mom keeps a couple of magazines. Like, she kept when Obama became president, and she has kept this magazine. So this is when we used to actually have a subscription to People magazine, but this is when Michael actually passed away in 2009. And it says The Talent and Tragedy, Michael Jackson. And this is the back, which it actually does have a little stain right here, but I don't think you can really see it. Farrah Fawcett passed away the same day, I believe, right? Honestly, I haven't read this fully. I really hope that they were kind to him. Oh, they've got a page for Usher in there. Yeah, I will keep this one. But yeah, I'm honestly really glad my mom kept this because I feel like this is just, you know, it's a piece from that time period. Maybe I'll make a video like reading through this and reacting to some of the stuff in there. I'm really hoping that they were kind to him and didn't spread false information in this, but you know, these magazines and stuff like that, sometimes they get it so wrong. Hopefully they were kind to him, but sometimes they're kind to, you know, when Michael passed, it's like all of a sudden people felt bad for him, but where were they? You know, where was the media? Where were the people that were supposed to care for him before he passed? Anyway, that's another video, but all right, next I have one more vinyl. This is actually from one of my high school friends. Their mom had this. We Are the World. How cool is that? So that's a really cool item. I actually have a few, what are these called? 45s. I have a few in here just because I didn't have anywhere to store these other ones. What else do, oh, I've got Queen's Another One Bites the Dust in there, and the Beatles' Let It Be in there. But here's the We Are the World one from Columbia Records. It says We Are USA for Africa, We Are the World, Michael Jackson, Lionel Richie. Of course, it's got Quincy Jones on there. Let's do DVDs next. I do have some Michael DVDs. Start with the Bad Tour DVD. This is one of my favorite things that I own. and it's just one of his best. It's at Wembley. That's the front. It is a little dark, isn't it? But it looks better in real life. It shows up really dark on camera. And then this is the back of it. The inside is pretty cool. It's the Wembley Stadium. And it comes with 2 DVDs. Oh no, it comes with just one. But you can buy this online, I'm sure, as well. The next one I have is the Michael Jackson The Dangerous Tour live in concert. This one is so amazing. The quality is really good. And then it's got the set list on the back, and sorry it's so blurry. It's having a hard time focusing, but it's got some pictures from it on there.
Take a look around. Do you see her anywhere? News flash. You're not gonna.
Oh my god. This concert is just amazing. And there's the DVD. And this I bought back in 2009 as well. This is it. God.
I can't.
This is truly where it all began, you guys. This is where any thoughts and opinions I had of Michael Jackson as a child that painted him in a negative light because of what the media was saying and, you know, what people in my school and stuff were telling me about him and children especially. This is where it started. So I know a lot of people have mixed opinions about this, you know, documentary film, but I will say that it got me to see Michael Jackson in a new light, and I am thankful for that. And then we have Michael Jackson #1. This isn't a tour DVD, this is just his music videos on a DVD. Yep. It's got Don't Stop Till You Get Enough, Rock With You, basically all the hits with music videos. That's what this is. What does the This Is It DVD look like? I think it's just like silver. Oh no, it looks like this. Oh my god, I forgot it looked like that. That just brought back a memory. I haven't watched this on DVD. I've watched the documentary online, but I haven't actually pulled out the DVD and watched it on DVD in a long time. And then of course, I have The Wiz. I believe I bought this at Walmart a few years ago. So, love The Wiz. That's what the CD looks like, or DVD. I really wish I could have seen The Wiz on Broadway with Avery Wilson and The Lion. Oh my gosh, I forget his name, but he's amazing. I actually made a video about that on my channel because they killed that. Oh my gosh. And then this one I found at a thrift store like this as well. I found this at Goodwill. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. How amazing is that? The VHS of it. This, when I saw this, I was like, I don't care if I've got $1 in my bank account, like, I am getting this. I don't remember how much it was, but it was a good deal. So, and my boyfriend still has a VHS player, so I have watched it. It worked perfectly. Such a classic. This makes me want to bring down the VHS player and watch it right now. Michael, what can he not do? Making movies, acting in movies, singing, dancing, putting together shows, writing music. I mean, man was a genius.
Talented, brilliant, incredible, amazing.
This is when I saw MJ the Musical. I want to apologize for the state of it. This used to be on my wall in the back of my YouTube videos, but my cats like to tear down stuff that's on my wall. It's very fun for them. They love to play with tape.
Surprise, surprise.
But this is the MJ the Musical playbill. I saw it at the Neil Simon Theater in New York. I do want to give a little shout out. Guys, I technically kissed a famous person.
What?
Okay, like not to flex, but someone from my high school that we weren't like best friends or anything, but we were friendly with each other. His name's Ramon Nelson. He was on Broadway for MJ the Musical. I don't know if you guys can see this, but his name is there. Ramon Nelson. He's actually doing the musical Chess with Lea Michele and like, I'm sorry, I'm a fake musical theater fan, so I don't remember the 2 other people's names, but I know a lot of you guys that watch me enjoy musicals, so you probably know, but he was actually recently on Jimmy Fallon, which is insane. So shout out to Ramon. But this musical, I will never get over I'll Be There. Like, I was already crying in Act 1. I saw Miles' version of Michael and he absolutely killed it. Like, I think they're actually doing a national tour and they are coming to Atlanta again. I don't know who the Michael is for this one, but I may go see it. I think it's in February, but I highly recommend seeing this musical, especially if you really enjoy musicals. I feel like it was a great way to honor Michael's life. There's no slander, none of that. Like, and it's funny, it's heart-wrenching, and it's very entertaining, and everyone is so talented. Highly recommend. Okay, I think the last thing I have to show are books, and I just want to say, back when I had a P.O. box, which by the way, I'm considering opening one again because I went to where I used to have a P.O. box and it's pretty affordable, so I may consider opening one again. I'll let y'all know. But a lot of people would send me Michael stuff, of course, and one of the things that I would get a lot were books. So we're gonna get into that. This one I actually was not sent. This is another one that I thrifted. Michael Jackson's Moonwalk book. Yes, I've had some pretty successful Michael thrifts. I mean, if I say so myself, but yeah, found this. This might have been at a vintage shop, not Goodwill. I'm not sure. I love, oh my God, he's so gorgeous. This is, I feel like if you read any book about Michael, this is probably the one you'd want to read first and probably the most accurate in my opinion. And then one of you guys sent me this. Thank you so much. It says, "My Man in the Mirror, the creative life and work of Michael Jackson." And how beautiful is that cover? And this is Joseph Vogel. Look how beautiful he is. This one goes through the eras of his life and his musicality, and it talks about each of his songs on albums. So that is this one, and here's the back. And the next one I have is also a book that someone sent me. Thank you so much. I display these on my shelf. I'm actually redoing my shelf because I took a lot of items off my shelf. I recently had a huge K-pop sale and got rid of all my K-pop stuff. So now I'm gonna have even more room for this stuff, but it's Michael Jackson, Dancing the Dream, Poems and Reflections. But this is what it looks like. Let's see. See, on Children of the World, it's just his words. "We have to heal our wounded world. The chaos, despair, and senseless destruction we see today are a result of the alienation that people feel from each other and their environment." You know, he said that so long ago, and it is still very true to today. Just a great book. Highly recommend this one. And then this is another one that someone sent me. This is Michael Jackson and the Art of Compassion. I think the world could benefit from reading this because it seems we have a compassion and empathy crisis going on. It's called Earth Song. And let's see. I did not finish this one. Why did I put the sticky note there instead of like this? Like, what? Okay, anyway, I didn't finish this one. I made it to here, but any book that I have is pretty much going through Michael's musical work. That's the majority of what it's talking about, which I really enjoy reading about. And then this one is, I believe my grandma got me this one at a thrift store, and I still have not read this one because I asked many years ago, do you guys recommend this book, or is this a book that I should not read and stay away from because it may have false information or paint Michael in a light that is untrue? And it's called Unmasked. So I don't know if anyone, I don't remember what you guys told me. So if you want to remind me, you know, if it's safe, I'll totally read it. But you got to be careful with some of these things because people blow things out of proportion or twist stuff, and you know, not trying to do that. But yeah, that one. So I think that's all. Yes. That is all I have of Michael stuff currently. Again, I will probably end up getting more stuff, especially before the biopic comes out, because a lot of you guys have told me, like, you know, they're probably going to increase prices with the biopic coming out, and you're probably right. So yeah, but I'll let you guys know if I end up opening a P.O. box again. I'm thinking about it. Again, thank you to anyone who sent me some of these books. I really appreciate it. And that is my Michael collection. I do plan on expanding it a little bit. Nothing too crazy. Okay, I'm not gonna have an MJ room, unfortunately, but maybe a few other items, right? I really like the Funko Pops always have thought those are super cute, so I may get some of those. But, you know, Christmas is approaching. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye, guys!